with this guy, Ed Wallace. Hey, really quick before we start up, let us know if you could hear us. We're using these little wireless mics. Ed, you want to try it out? Test?
Test, 1, 2. Hey, folks, happy Merry Christmas. I hope
Yes.
you can hear us.
All right, so we're at world famous Goodfellas Pizza in Staten Island for our Crime Time with DutyRon Christmas party. Well, a holiday party, just with me and this guy.
That's right.
Ed Wallace.
Yeah.
So if you guys can, let us know in the chat if you could hear us good. Hooray, the number ones are coming up in the chat. I don't need my glasses because this is just for reading. So, Sweet Shannon, thank you for joining. Hey, good to see everybody. Ed Wallace gave a suggestion, and I listen when Ed gives suggestions. The pizza and the food in here is phenomenal. As you can see, customers going by. Pictures in the background. I didn't really look at those pictures. Ed, what are those pictures?
Well, they're famous people that have come to Goodfellas to eat, dignitaries, mayors. When Rudy Giuliani was the mayor of New York City, he used to bring dignitaries from all over the world to experience a true Napolitan brick pizza, and he would bring them out here to Goodfellas in Staten Island. And then there was also the controversy with Bill de Blasio. He was holding some kind of session out here in Goodfellas, and he decided to eat pizza
with a fork
and knife.
Yeah.
And he became, that's like committing pizza felony. Okay.
Shame on you, de Blasio.
Yeah, so we had the fork and knife were vouched as evidence and then auctioned off for charity.
Yeah, it's a crime scene, basically. Jeep Girl, thank you for the $10 super chat. She says, Merry Christmas. Appreciate that. Hey, guys, if you can, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We are Crime Time with DutyRon and Ed Wallace. Now, we're in person, which normally we do all of these live streams through our StreamYard, right? So Ed's either in Indonesia or home or Jersey. He's like a traveling salesman. He's doing his stuff. He's not a salesman, so I'll retract that statement because that's insulting. He's a traveling teacher.
That's right.
All right, so that sounds better. And speaking of teachers, so Ed and I exchanged Christmas gifts just like any good friends would. And inside my Christmas bag is this. So, Crime Scene Investigation, the 4th edition. Ed Wallace, he signed it. I have a signed copy from Ed Wallace, Crime Scene Edition, 4th edition, Crime Scene Investigation. This is a hardcover. You got to get the hardcover. This is a great book. I'm going to link it down below in the description, and I'm going to keep it also on DutyRon.com. Also, a wonderful bottle of wine for the missus. So thank you to Ed and his beautiful wife, Margaret, for that. Wild Z Pony, she says, my suggestion is to raffle off a pizza meet and greet and donate to a good cause.
Sounds good.
I like how that sounds. So how is the audio? This is the first time we're using the double microphones. So this is a wireless mic. Ed's got his, I got mine. Ed, as you can see, I'm in dark mode, you're not.
Yes.
But yeah, we had a great fried calamari appetizer. We had some bread with the oil with the spices in it, and then we had 2 pizzas that were, I got to tell you, why is Bill Cannon calling me? Let's see what Bill Cannon has to say. Shadul, how are you, Bill? Well, I'm live, and you're calling me and Ed. We're live at a. All right, I'll call you back after our live is over. Sergeant Bill Cannon, busting in on our live. So we got together, we exchanged some gifts and back and forth, and Ed has now a gimbal of his own, and I have a wireless Rode mic that I didn't bring that I got to give to him. I have also another gift for our great friend Ed Wallace. So let's say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody who's joining in the chat. I mean, this is a lovely spot on Staten Island. I mean, if you are passing through and you're in the tri-state area, this is a place to come and get authentic, Ed?
Brick oven pizza, the best
in the world.
In New York City, the best in the world. And the reason I can say the world is because Goodfellas Pizzeria competes at the International Pizza Expo in Las Vegas every year. And if we turn this gimbal around, you can see all the trophies they've won first place for best pizza for their various pizzas here. They're known for their pizza alla vodka, but their margarita pie, their traditional old-fashioned fresh mozzarella and tomato sauce, oh, it's like candy to me. I love it. And when I was with Barbara Butcher doing the director of forensic science training program at the medical examiner's office, we would have a meet and greet after the first day of training here at Goodfellas Pizzeria. I would take all the students and their families if they wanted to partake and bring them from Manhattan to Staten Island via the Staten Island ferry and a train, and then walk them up to the pizzeria. And Scott, the owner, Scott Constantino, would shut the pizzeria down just for us, and we would have all this great food and spirits and have a great time here. And I did that for 6 years. And I knew Scott well before that, but because Scott's family's in law enforcement as well. His father was a retired lieutenant, his brother is a sergeant, and they opened up this pizzeria, and it just took off.
Wow. You know, when you told me that story about the training here, I said to myself, if I was eating all that food, I would fall asleep during the training. But I think Ed is smart enough to have that food towards the back end of the training part. Paula Parkinson sends in a $5 donation. She says, love your content, DutyRon from the UK. Keep up the good work to you and Ed. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. We also got in a couple of pleasantries from a lot of different people, but Ibella Vita Loca sends in a $100 super chat, and my goodness, thank you for your generosity. She says, you are both amazing, along with your teams and families. Thank you for your service and all that you continue to do. Cheers. Hey, if I could, I'd open this, but my wife would get really mad because this is going to be for her. A great bottle of wine, courtesy of Ed Wallace. So thank you to everybody that's here. We also have some of the best cookies on Staten Island here.
Alfonso's Bakery in Staten Island, several locations throughout Staten Island. It sounds like a commercial, but it's not. It's just what it is.
And these aren't Irish cookies, Ed,
No,
right?
no. Irish are not known for their cooking, but you know.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you to everybody that is joining in. We just want to call out a couple of people here. I love that Deco Paint and Tea is here, Heather Wagoneer, ATS News. She says, oh my God, I want some of those cookies. She's from New York, upstate.
All right.
Loco Moco, thank you for being here. Hi, French Fry. Yeah, these cookies are great. Pizza and cookies and wine. You can't go wrong. That's an unbelievable combination, but we got to drive. So Ed and I, we didn't have any alcoholic beverages because, well, Ed doesn't, well, I don't want to give up too much, but Ed doesn't have the travel that I have to get back home. So
remember, I'm going to Jersey to check on the house.
Yeah, so Ed's going to take a good hour and a half ride, but we can never fault Ed because he travels outside the country and brings his gear with him
all the time.
Hey, I wanted to touch lightly too on I spoke about the Idaho case yesterday, and I don't want to go into it here, but I want to just say that our thoughts and our prayers are with the law enforcement who are investigating over the holidays and taking time away from their families to try to get closure for the victims' families and everybody in that community in Moscow. It is just a heart-wrenching case that is on everybody's minds, and we're all thinking about them. And we didn't have our luncheon without speaking about this case, and that's how much that it's on both Ed and myself. We're thinking about this all the time. So we had a little bit of a session where we were talking about this case over our pizza and pleasantries. And again, we spoke with the owner, and he talked about different various crimes across the tri-state area, particularly here in Staten Island and in Brooklyn and some of the boroughs. And we was talking crime. So yes, I want to just say thank you to Pete Pranzo, Lieutenant Pete. Thank you, boss, for you and Richella. You sent a beautiful Christmas card out to my house. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for everything that you guys do. And thank you for your service, Pete.
Yes, Pete. And folks, go get Pete's book.
Yeah, Harlem Raiders.
Harlem Raiders.
I have a signed copy.
I got one too, yeah. I started reading it.
I gave your address away without your permission.
I know. He gave my address away. Oh my God.
So how many people in the chat like this kind of thing? Ed and I don't get a chance to do this often, but here we are together. We're sitting at the bar. Obviously the bar is not, well, it is open, but we're not drinking. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but we're not having drinks. We're hanging out at the bar. How many people in the chat love to see DutyRon and Ed together in the same place, and we're using our wireless mics to boot. So I could walk away and go down over here, and Ed could still talk to you, and I could talk to you. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, Ed. I'm gonna bring the mic in there.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Nah.
Good flush.
No, thank you. I'll flush first.
Yeah, wash your hands when you come out, though.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Yes. So everyone's saying, yeah, it's nice to see you. Cammie Burkett says, I love this. Look at this. Love it. Love it. We love you. All right, man. We'll love you right back. It's great to have you guys all here hanging out with us. But I wanted to show quickly, I mean, this is what I used as the thumbnail, but it's a 15% off when you order online. So yeah, this is the spot we're at. And if you guys are in the local area, come by here and support this great establishment, this great eatery.
Hey, folks, I used to bring my students from all over the country that came to the Forensic Science Training Program to this pizzeria. And they could never look at pizza the same again when they went back home. And they made such great friends with Scott that they would stay in contact with Scott and order things, and Scott would have it delivered to them. And just behind us is a plaque on the wall with all these law enforcement patches from all over the nation. And he had a bigger collection, but since he moved to this new restaurant, he purchased this location and just recently opened it before the holidays. Not everything is up on the walls yet, but he had such a huge law enforcement patch collection from all my students from around the country. But they fell in love with real New York pizza. And again, they can't go back to ordering Domino's anymore.
Yeah, awesome. You know, once you have something good like this, it's really difficult. I mean, sometimes you look at some of these college kids, they're ordering Domino's and Papa John's and all this stuff. You have this, what we have here, and I have food. I took home some of the pizza to my family. You have this stuff, there's no going back. Marlena Cantu says, sends it a $5 super chat. She says, yes, prayers to the families makes me feel guilty for enjoying the holidays with my kids, knowing these families are without theirs. Listen, you can't beat yourself up like that because we can't control what evil does, right? But what we can do is prepare ourselves and educate ourselves. And that's what we do with Ed Wallace and the various guests that we have on Crime Time with DutyRon. We help to talk about how to keep yourself safe and also to the signs to look out for this stuff.
And remember, we're always praying for the victims.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we send prayers and strength to not just the victims, their victims' families, obviously, and the community. Wilesy Pony, she says, can Popeye open bottles? Yeah, you know what? I put my empty water bottles in his cage sometimes, and I watch him flip off the plastic cap. So yeah, he definitely could open up. He can open up bottles. Black Rose 11, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Merry Christmas to Fran, Eddie T, Sundown Farms, Cali Special is in the building, Aga T. Ed, how would you pronounce that name?
Aga T.
Thank you. I got to make sure. I got to check with the professor.
It's our Polish friend.
She's our Polish friend. Can you speak Polish?
Just a little bit.
What can you say to Aga T?
I just said it to you before. I thanked her in Polish the other day, right, Aga? She sent me a text in Polish.
I love it.
And I said, oh, she said Merry Christmas in Polish to me. And I said, thank you.
You want me to take the gimbal around and show them some of the
Yeah,
flags behind us?
Let's go
All right,
see.
let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
Show the trophies.
I'm going to turn it around. We're going to move about the building here. All right, so here's the trophies that Ed's talking about. Let me just show them the, hold on. So this is, it's a multi-level establishment, and it's decorated beautifully for the holiday season. Ed and I went up top there, but they were playing Christmas music, and I knew we would get a copyright strike for that. So I said, you know what, let's go down to the bar, and let's look at the bar. So here's some of the trophies, Ed. Goodfellas, Best Pizza in America. Voted Best Pizza alla vodka, 1994. We got some other trophies from Vegas, right? You were talking about this tournament that they do, the International Pizza Expo in Las Vegas. I don't see anything current, Ed. These are all old trophies.
2007?
Where's the 2020s?
Oh, you got to look around.
Oh, wait, COVID was in effect, so there's none of that. Ed, if you see anything that's more current, let's see what we got here. But these are still trophies. You know, you can't win first prize. If you ain't first, you're last, right?
That's right.
All right, let's go around over here.
So let's see.
This is some of the Staten Island Advance, and they're giving out some of the accolades to the pizza. Hey, Dawn Marie, good to see you. Dawn Marie, a fellow Italiana. So here's all the police patches. They support the police, in case you didn't know it.
Oh, they came down to Ground Zero with a truck.
They can hear me.
And they fed us, yes. They came down to Ground Zero in a truck and made pizzas.
During September
And
11th.
they did the same thing after Superstorm Sandy came through and flooded Staten Island. And their own pizzeria got flooded as well. But it didn't stop them from getting the truck and producing food and giving it out to people that were in need.
Okay. Got some celebrities here. Pizza Today, Pizza Expo 2011. There's Rudy Giuliani, former mayor, New York City.
Mayor Bloomberg,
Mayor Mike Bloomberg,
our former Congressman Donovan.
Congressman Donovan.
Up top is Regis Philbin.
Oh, Regis.
Over here to the left.
I gotta take these glasses off. Wait, where's Regis?
Over here to the left.
Mannaggia Madonna,
There he is.
maldissima stronza, chi brutta. I hope our Italian people
Okay.
didn't hear me just curse in
Here's
Italian.
Tom Cruise,
Tom Cruise, where is he?
right here.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, it's a great place, Eddie. It's a great
Oh,
place.
yeah.
U.S. Sequoians, presidential yacht.
Up there is the USS New York, made with World Trade Center steel.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay.
That's made with the steel from the September 11th from the World Trade Center.
Here's
More Rudy
Porn
Giuliani.
Stars from Vegas.
Porn Stars Pizza. Look at that. George Pataki.
Our former governor.
Yes. Former Governor Pataki. And he's up here stuffing his face. And notice he's not using a fork and knife.
No, no.
He's not using a fork and knife.
He knows how to eat pizza.
All right.
Some more awards.
New
Here's
Year's Eve.
2012.
All right.
World champions.
2012. All right, I asked for it. And we got World Champion 2012 pizza. And
And that's Scott. He's the manager
Scott,
and owner
they can
of
hear
this
you.
place.
Ed's got a mic on him.
Owner and founder of the world-famous Goodfellows, here with my good buddy.
Hey, everybody,
Best man in the world.
everybody come down and check out this great establishment here, right on Highland Boulevard in Staten Island.
There you go.
So yeah, we showed the whole menu and all everything.
Okay.
So,
Life
yeah.
is
Let's go show
good.
the pizza.
Yeah, let's go in and see the pizza. Is it okay we come in here?
Yeah.
Hopefully our signal holds up.
Look at this.
Yeah, you just happen to have one on the shelf coming out.
And if you guys notice, this pizza oven spins, so the chef, the pizza maker doesn't have to turn it. It actually spins. It's on a carousel.
Wood-fired pizza.
Look, it's spinning. What is this pie right here, Ed? Is that what we just had?
No, that's it looks like a smoking Goodfella.
Smoking good fella. Awesome.
All right, let's go back there.
There's our wonderful waitress that handled our holiday party. Yeah, wood-fired pizza. So I hope that it looked good. Like, in other words, the signal held up while we were in there. We're coming back to the bar area. I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to turn this around. All right. All right, Ed. So we're a little bit closer than what we were before. I had the thing back. But yeah, this is a great, great establishment. And Ed Wallace, of course, it was his idea. He said, Ron, you got to come here and you got to check this out. Again, if you don't have his book, this is Ed Wallace's book. Crime Scene Investigation, the 4th edition.
Right, and I
Okay.
have 3 others. This is just the first one we've written, and it's the 4th edition.
Mine is signed. That I didn't ask for this. I just got it. So that's awesome. Looks like we're a little bit behind here. Let's go live. All right, there we go. Yes. So thank you. I'm surprised that 400 people showed up to me and you hanging out in a good old pizza joint. But this isn't a pizza joint. This is a restaurant. This is an establishment. It's got a second level for VIPs. Ed and I should have dined up there, but we were down here with the common folks. You know? But just kidding. Yeah, so we want to wish everyone a happy, safe, healthy, first and foremost, prosperous new year. We're coming into 2023. We're going to be doing great things on this channel. You know, lots of great guests. Ed's got a ton of ideas, and I'm looking forward to creating more content with him and some of our special guests in the year to come in 2023. Ed,
Yes.
you got anything for the troops?
Well, folks, you know, it's, again, the start of a new year. Let's just hope and pray for a better 2023 and that everybody is safe, happy, and secure in their families and homes, and a lot of peace and love to everybody.
Amen to that, brother. And I want to say thank you to the super chatters. There's been some very generous super chatters over the course of these last few live streams and over the course of time in 2022. So I want to say thank you to everybody. True Cal Girl, True Cag Girl. Did I say that right?
No.
I say True Cali Girl.
True Cal.
That's what I'm making out of that. Pizza
California?
Fun.
She must be from California.
She's True Cali Girl. Thank you for the Pizza Fun super chat. But I just want to say again, the engagement is what makes this unbelievable. I say it all the time, but I think that this is a great opportunity for us to say thank you to everyone who has sent comments, send suggestions to our website. And there's countless people that don't get credit that actually send us tips. And the tips on the cases that are valid, I take it upon myself to forward those to law enforcement. So for everybody who has sent in tips during the course of 2022 and going forward, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know a lot of you who send tips to the police and then you ask us what our opinion is about them. That's always okay too. So thank you to everybody and anybody who sends in tips to on these cases, because no tip is you know, to be just put to the side. I always say, visions and dreams we don't want to hear about, but anything that is substantial or that has substance, we definitely want to entertain that. So thank you for that. And the cards, I handed Ed a pile of cards that you guys sent in. Thank
you so much.
Yeah, he's got his the crochets, the blankets. He's got his LSU beanie now. It took us a long time to get that, so thank you, Fiber Floozy, and the whole crafting community. You guys are great. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Ed, let's wrap it up.
Hey, folks, it's been really cold out, you know, with this vortex coming down from Canada. You know, if you haven't seen your neighbors in a while or your family in the cold there, check on them. Make sure they're okay. All right, because we had over 19 deaths in the Buffalo region of New York between the cold and the snow, and you know, people's pipes are freezing all over the place. Things are happening. I saw a video of somebody turned on their faucet and it started to drip. It turned into instant ice.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on each other. So I want to thank you all for this great year, and hopefully a better year next year with DutyRon and Ed Wallace.
Yes, yes. Amen to that. Joey Brooklyn is in the house. Joey, thanks for keeping me company on the way here. Mystery Maven, Jennifer Nobles, Blondie1025. And I also want to say this. The text messages and stuff like saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from me and Ed, that stuff never gets old. And we really, yeah, man. It is so great of you guys to take out time from your busy holiday to wish us and our families a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It really is it's just a testament to you guys and shows what a great community we have. And I keep saying it, and I'll say it all the time. You guys are great. We thank you. We're honored, we're blessed, and so appreciative of you guys. All right, I got to run because I got a hour and a half drive home with traffic.
Oh, yeah.
But it was great coming and hanging out with Ed Wallace. You know, like Joey made a suggestion to me on the way here. He's like, why didn't you have Ed meet you in Coney Island? I said, we don't want to get mugged. We want to have a good time.
What do we want, Nathan's Hot Dogs?
We're not interested in hot dogs. We want pizza.
Pizza.
We want pizza. Although you can probably get some good pizza in Coney Island.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah. I know a few good places there.
But this is a great spot, great recommendation. And it was our little holiday party for me and Ed. And I don't get a chance to thank him in person. The last time I saw Ed, we were at the Gabby Petito Foundation at the fundraiser in April. So last time I saw Ed in person was April, as crazy as that is. And we're local to each other. Leave us some comments down below. This is the little microphone that we're using. I'm going to take it off. So these are the mics that we were using on this broadcast. They're this small, and they have little magnets. So I could walk away from this and look out the front window and say, oh, Ed, I'm getting a ticket. I parked in the metered spot, but I forgot to pay my meter.
Hey, folks,
so
what do these mics and my children have in common?
they're expensive.
No, they're both made in China.
Ed, that was a good one. All right, I'm walking out to where the pizza oven is, and I'm still talking. So let's see how far I could go with this.
And he just left me sitting here at the bar. He's wandering around.
I just wanted to see how far I could go with it, Ed.
I don't know. Did you hear him, folks, when he was away?
I was talking by the pizza oven. So yeah, everyone's saying the mics are awesome. So this is a great little investment.
Hey, Canadian cookie, keep that cold up there, all right? That's why you call the Great White North, all right? We don't need this anymore.
All right, guys, we're gonna run. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, we'll be live probably sometime this week. We're gonna keep talking about the Moscow 4, the murders in Moscow, Idaho. We're gonna be covering anything that develops on that. Ed, you have we have the show that we want to do with
Scanner, the 3D laser scanners, yeah.
Tell them a little bit about that.
Oh, folks, this is great technology. We stole it in forensics from engineering and surveying and architecture. So there's two main companies out there that are producing these things for law enforcement, and they're Leica Geosystems and Faro. And it's tremendous because you can set it up on a tripod inside of your crime scenes at various heights, and you can do 360-degree 3D laser scans, which measures everything in a millimeter, sub-millimeter accuracy, and it gives you a full perspective of everything, and everything is measured. So the old handheld measuring stuff that we used to do on all the evidence, you don't have to do it anymore because it's all done electronically, and it gives you 3D virtual reality walkthroughs. It gives you 3D models, both virtual, and if you couple it with the software, the CAD software, and a 3D printer, you can print out 3D physical models.
And
it's
they
just
use
fabulous
that.
technology.
Do we think they use that?
No, we know they used it.
We know.
I saw them looking at the screen outside the house as they were running the scanner inside the house, and then the chief gave a press conference about all the evidence, and he also spoke about the multiple 3D laser scans they did inside the crime scene.
So we're gonna tie this into this case, and we're gonna talk about it with the people who use this on a regular basis, and it was something that you used.
We use it in New York City. It's used all the time, and in my training courses with the Louisiana State University and for the Department of Homeland Security, we have one Leica and one Faro, so we teach our students how to utilize these scanners as well.
And this is why Ed is a superstar, because he knows about this technology. You can't find this anywhere on YouTube because, I looked it up and I saw people doing, classroom training on this stuff, but to get it live on a broadcast one-on-one with somebody like Ed is just priceless. So we're gonna have that. That's gonna be probably on next or coming soon on Crime Time with DutyRon. All right, guys and girls, we're gonna end this as we always like to end these live streams. God bless the world, God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, but especially these 4 victims' families, the law enforcement, the community, and everybody who is involved with bringing somebody to justice, whether it's one person, 2, male, female, female, male, it doesn't matter. We need justice to be served, and not just this case, but all cases. Ed, I know you got something to say.
Yes, folks, you know it. Stay safe, stay prepared, and watch your six.
Peace and love from Crime Time with DutyRon and Ed Wallace. See, when I'm on the mobile, I got to do it like this, Ed. I can't do it
Yeah.
by a push of a button. Peace and love, guys. We'll talk to you soon.